Happening tonight in Toronto.
This is the scene around the GTA as a nationwide shutdown forces many Rogers customers in the dark.
So yeah, it was pretty startling to wake up this way.
The impacts coast to coast as a number of police services are also impacted.
This internet outage is bad for business.
They don't have cash. Nobody has cash anymore. You know what I'm saying?
How business owners and customers are coping with the cyber blackout.
A violent night on Toronto streets. 2 people are dead in 2 separate police investigations. Coming up, the latest details on the cases in the Upper Beaches and in North York.
A shocking assassination in a country where gun-related violence is almost unheard of. Reaction and an update on the police probe into the shooting death of Japan's former prime minister.
This is City News Everywhere.
A country-wide blackout as millions are forced offline following a sudden Rogers outage that started at the crack of dawn, and it still continues. Good evening and welcome to City News. In moments, I'll bring you an exclusive interview with a Rogers spokesperson about restoration efforts. But first, the outage significant and can be felt nationwide, from 911 operations to forcing many who are working from home offline to scramble. Early morning lineups outside coffee shops across the Greater Toronto area, and these customers aren't in line for caffeine, instead looking for a different kind of boost.
Before opening, people will line up, people looking for Wi-Fi.
Yeah. And you even have people outside.
Yeah, exactly.
Waiting to get in?
Yeah, and also people just using Wi-Fi.
The Rogers outage appears to have started around 4 a.m. Eastern. Wireless and internet services were down nationwide. Cities across the country tweeted out advisories that due to the network difficulties, some services would be impacted. Police forces in multiple cities also noted that there were some connection problems calling and connecting to 911. BC officials telling Rogers customers if their emergency calls failed, try calling again through another provider or landline. Toronto's mayor says the 911 operations center is working fine with some minor issues.
One of the challenges they have, obviously, is if they need to get back to somebody who has a Rogers phone, who may be in an emergency circumstance, that is challenging because the phones of those people aren't working.
Rogers, the parent company of City News, tweeted out an apology to customers saying, quote, "We are currently experiencing an outage across our wireline and wireless networks, and our technical teams are working hard to restore services as quickly as possible."
And it was 7 a.m. and I logged on and there was no connection. And so yeah, it was pretty startling to wake up this way.
Meanwhile, many who continue to work from home were left scrambling with nowhere to go. In Toronto, coffee shops were packed throughout the day, with people hoping to log on.
No, I can't connect because it's so busy in there.
And saw about 75 people hanging out here, everybody on their phones, and it dawned on me that obviously it's not just me.
So still some questions that still need to be answered. Just moments ago, I spoke with Kai Prigg. He's a spokesperson with Rogers. He tells me that hundreds are working to restore service to customers. Take a listen to our part of our conversation.
As I said, we're seeing some signs of recovery in some parts of the country in the network, and we're working very, very hard here to get full restoration.
Any ideas on how this process of bringing everything back on, is this going to be staggered? Is it going to come back all at once? Is it possible to resume service all at once for everyone across Canada?
The recovery will be staggered. So we will reintroduce service in a controlled manner so that we get the service up and running in a controlled manner coast to coast.
And do you know staggered in what sense? Are we talking about cell phone first or internet first, or is it geographical?
So, as I said, we don't know the root cause, so it's hard for me to say what will come online first. But our aim will be to get everything back online as quickly as possible for wireline, for business, and for wireless customers. So recovery. We do know that their focus is restoration right now, but they say that they will also be looking at the root cause. Shauna, in the meantime,
the impacts really being felt across the Greater Toronto area.
And that's right, Faiza. So we spent some time on Queen West today, and we did notice that there were, a lot of empty restaurants and patios. This outage is costing some business owners a lot of money. Some are closing early. Others are staying open, but are cash only. And as we all know, cash is no longer king.
Very, very, very bad situation. Very bad.
For many, it's a throwback to the 80s. No cell phones, no internet, and no social media. Gigi Jacobs is the owner of Roti Mahal, which has been here on Queen Street for nearly 2 decades. He tells me his business has evolved over the years, and now 99% of the money coming in is based on walk-in debit sales and online orders. So how many orders are normally coming in a day?
Almost 60 to 80, sometime 100.
Today, Jacobs has been turning away customers with bigger orders that can't be paid in cash, but has been handing out free samosas to make sure they don't go to waste.
We lose money, and we have three, 4 staff, so we pay into our own pocket.
Many restaurants and cafes are in the same boat, with handwritten signs on the front door stating cash only. The Rude Rabbit at Queen and Bathurst is also offline. The owner, Saul, tells me tonight is Karaoke Friday, normally the busiest night of the week, but at this point, it's just not worth it, and he'll be shutting down early.
Today is tough because we have a couple of people that walk in. We try to do business, but they don't have cash. Nobody has cash anymore. You know what I'm saying?
And I heard that you did a customer a solid today because she was cashless and starving.
Yes.
Stephanie, like many others, woke up today in a black hole. Instead of working from home, she had to race downtown. But because her phone is on a different network, she could get creative with transactions.
I tried 3 different places. Nobody was taking debit, nobody was taking credit, and my bank had closed down. Who carries cash anymore? And this guy was super nice and let me e-transfer for my meal.
I mean, my mom always told me always have a 20 in your wallet, and I never do it.
Yeah.
And here we are.
Yeah, that might be a good lesson. I think a 20 would be reasonable.
So I think a lot of us today are just starting to realize how much we do rely on the internet. In fact, right now, 2 big concerts will be happening in Toronto tonight. Thousands of people are heading to the downtown core. We've got The Weeknd at Rogers Centre, Keith Urban at Budweiser Stage. We know for sure that Budweiser Stage is a cashless venue. So right now, City News, we have 2 camera operators heading to those locations to check out the scene and find out how that situation is unfolding. We'll bring you the latest throughout the show and on City News tonight at 11.
As children are off enjoying the warmth of the summer vacation, talks are beginning to heat up between teachers and the provincial government. Let's bring in our Richard Southern with more on this story tonight. Hi, Richard.
Hey, Melissa, good evening. Time is of the essence here. The contract that the teachers' unions have with the provincial government is set to expire at the end of August, right before the new school year is scheduled to start. But we do have some progress on this front to tell you about tonight. The unions are scheduled to sit down with the Ford government, the 2 sides to meet face-to-face in just over a week's time. CUPE, the union representing educational assistants, telling City News that the Ford government offered them 3 dates to start bargaining, July 18th, 20th, or the 21st. CUPE claims they accepted all of them. The government, though, agreed to just one, Monday, July 18th. So that's when the 2 sides are going to sit down to talk. Now, all of the teachers' unions say they're looking for one thing, a raise for their members. Teachers and educational assistants haven't had a raise in 3 years. They say they want more than inflation. It's a tall ask, though, with inflation running at 7.7%. Are they going to get what they're asking for? That's not clear. Premier Ford was asked about this the other week, and he said, the teachers' unions, they're going to get more than 1%. He didn't specify exactly how much more. The unions are not ruling out the possibility of a strike in the fall. Just 8 weeks to go until the new school year hopefully begins.
A violent night on Toronto streets. 1 person found dead and another fatally stabbed in 2 separate investigations. Just after 8 o'clock last night, Toronto police were called to a church parking lot on Gerrard Street East, just west of Woodbine, for reports of a person suffering serious injuries in an alleyway. The victim was pronounced dead on scene. The case is now being treated as a homicide. This morning, forensic investigators remained with a section of the parking lot taped off across Forward Baptist Church. No details yet on the type of injuries or any suspect information. Hours later, yellow tape surrounding a parking lot in North York. At around 12:30 a.m., police were called to a plaza near Dufferin and Finch for reports of a stabbing. The male victim was found in the parking lot suffering life-threatening injuries. He died on scene. The homicide unit has now taken over the investigation. At this point, no suspect information has been released. Anyone with information is asked to contact police or Crime Stoppers. In Toronto, Erica Natividad, City News.
Downtown Toronto has been transformed into a basketball lover's paradise. How Team Canada had a historic finish in a 3-3 tournament to end, why one player went viral.
Summer brings the new Mango Habanero King at Burger King. Packed with flame-grilled beef and spicy toppings. It's fruity and fiery with a splash of mango and habanero sauce. Try the Mango Habanero King today, only at Burger King.
80% of bacteria in your mouth aren't even on teeth.
80%?
Colgate Total is different. It fights bacteria in your whole mouth, protecting 100% of your mouth surfaces. Colgate Total, antibacterial protection for a healthier mouth.
It's the Save the Tax event at Leon's. Get special prices on furniture, plus save the tax. Save up to 50% on mattresses, plus save the tax. And get Boxing Week specials on appliances and TVs. On now. Visit leons.ca for details.
And Juliet, created by the Emmy-winning writer from Schitt's Creek. The hilarious hit musical that proves there's life after Romeo. Now through August 14th at the Princess of Wales Theatre. Book now at Mirvish.com.
You experience so many moments in your home, and at Kidde, we want to remind you that moments matter in home safety too. Materials in today's homes cause fires to burn faster, leaving as little as 2 minutes to get to safety. So check your smoke and carbon monoxide alarms, replace them if they're past their useful life, and make sure you have the right equipment in all areas of your home. Turn to Kidde for a full line of safety essentials to help you protect every moment.
I knew I had to play the Sick Kids Lottery when I found out that every ticket makes a difference. This kind of solitude makes you think about what's really important. I just had to play to help change those kids' lives. But if I won $1 million, I could finally buy a real boat.
With 1 in 2 odds, play for the kids or play for the prizes, just as long as you play. For cars, cash, 10 grand prizes, and your best chance to win $1 million, order today. The super early bonus deadline is next Friday.
It's the factory authorized clearance at Lazy Boy. Hurry in and save up to 50% on floor samples, one-of-a-kinds, closeouts, and more. Everything must go. Lazy Boy. Live life comfortably.
Closed captioning of this program is brought to you in part by Toronto's Perfect Music Mix, 98.1 CHFI. Sounds perfect.
America's Got Talent. All new Tuesdays 8/7 Central on City TV.
Your City News forecast for today could be a high of thousands of dollars. With our weather guarantee, if we're off by more than 3 degrees, you could win our growing cash jackpot. Enter to win the weather guarantee at toronto.citynews.ca/contests.
I understand that there's a lot of negatives with the internet being down for a lot of consumers, but there's some positives too. You can put your phone down and just hang out. Go for a nice long walk. Maybe head to Nathan Phillips Square. When's the last time you took a picture by the Toronto sign? Right? This might be a good opportunity to just kind of shut down and, take a break from computers. It's a bit of a nuisance for us because I can't give you current temperatures, but I can tell you that it is 26 degrees in the city of Toronto, feeling closer to 29 when you factor in the Humidex. And I can tell you a couple of events that are happening this weekend, so get out in the sunshine. Don't forget your sunscreen, but Beaches Jazz Fest is happening. It's free admission. There's various locations. Toronto FC versus San Jose is happening at BMO Field. Starts at 7:30, and Toronto Summer Music Festival is also happening into the 30th. So there's so many amazing things to do in the city this weekend. 16 degrees is our overnight temperature. Could see a few isolated clouds. Here's that UV index. This is important. Anywhere between 8 and 10, that's considered very high. So that's where we sit kind of Saturday, Sunday, and even into Monday. Today we've been at 9, which has been very high. So sunscreen certainly something you're going to want to think about if you're outside for anywhere between kind of 15 and 30 minutes. You can get a nasty sunburn. If you are sensitive to the sun, why not head to a patio where it's covered? Sit under an umbrella, have some lunch tomorrow. We're looking at 21 degrees, lots of sunshine for dinner, 23 degrees, lots of sunshine. Again, that's taken at about 7 p.m. If you're off to the cottage this weekend, for tomorrow, Prince Edward County, Thousand Islands, 24 degrees, lots of sunshine. Sunday, also 24, a mix of sun and cloud. 24 for Monday, mostly cloudy. We do have a system coming in that could be bringing us some active weather throughout the day on Tuesday, but it is much needed rainfall for southern Ontario. We are in the middle of a pretty decent dry spell. If you're headed up towards Blue Mountains, Wasaga, through Lake Simcoe, great weekend, lots of sun. On the cool side, though, through the overnights, we're talking, 10, 11, 12 degrees. It will be chilly, so make sure you pack a sweater. 24 degrees for Sunday, some much-needed rainfall for Monday, and into Tuesday, we could see some thunderstorms firing up as well. Now, for the next couple of days, we've got nothing but sunshine in the forecast, but we also have low humidity. So that 24 degrees is actually going to feel like 24 degrees, but the UV index, that is still going to be at 9. That's considered very high. Lots of sunshine for Sunday, low humidity, and then for Monday, mix of sun and cloud. We do have some PM showers expected, and the humidity is also going to start to build. So get out this weekend and enjoy it. I'm going to have more details in your 7-day forecast coming up a little bit later on in the show.
Downtown Toronto has been transformed into a basketball lover's paradise. There's a festival going on. There's music and, of course, basketball. The 3x3 Canada Quest happening right now and throughout the weekend. Team Canada recently had a historic finish at the FIBA 3x3 World Cup, bringing home their first silver medal.
It's kind of surreal to play in a World Championship game to begin with, and to do it with my amazing teammates was just the best time. And me being like the youngest, the least experienced on the team, it was nice to have them who have been through so many different tournaments and played against pretty much all of those teams, so they were able to give me a lot of advice and just kind of guide me through every situation we were in.
Obviously, your moves on the court, well respected, but you went viral for that little moment where there's that photo, blood gushing down your head. How many people reached out to you after, and did you even realize kind of what happened?
It was funny because Steve Sir, who played on the Canadian team, he told me that everybody looks to have a photo like that in 3x3 and it just embodies the game. And it was surreal. Everybody, when I went home, that was the first thing they asked me was, how are you doing? How's your head? And it looks way worse than it was, and it was way cooler on the photo than it was in real life. But yeah, it was a crazy time.
I mean, it's a memory, and you have all your friends and your teammates kind of looking at you, checking in on you. But what has that experience been like, being one of the faces for 3x3 for Canada? You're helping bring it to so many people's attention.
It's really cool to be able to be a part of this team and getting a silver medal at the World Championship, because we've garnered a lot of respect, and I think we have a lot more spotlight on 3x3 now, which is really cool. And my teammates have been playing since 2019, and they totally deserve the respect and the amount of love that they've been receiving the past couple weeks. So it's really cool to see it all come full circle, and now that 3x3 is really picking up, it's super popular and it's so fun.
Nice finishing try.
For City News, I'm Lindsay Dunn.
Next on City News.
Evacuations are continuing in the south of France tonight as firefighters continue to battle a massive wildfire. We'll have the latest from the region coming up.
Everyone is raving about Toronto's 4-star spellbinding spectacular, Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. The Globe and Mail calls it genuinely astounding. A masterpiece, says the CBC. Go see it. It will blow your mind, raves the Toronto Star. It's Harry Potter and the Cursed Child at the CAA Ed Mirvish Theatre. Book at mirvish.com.
Big news, casino fans! The BetRivers Casino app is here. With lots of exciting slots for you to play. Yes! Yes! Plus, there are tons of table games featuring live dealers like poker, roulette, blackjack! What he said. add some award-winning customer service, and Mom.
Hi, it's Mom. Just seeing when you'll be home for dinner.
Kinda busy.
Oh, you look tired. Oh, who's your friend?
Goodbye, Mom. Bet Rivers Casino app. It's a whole new game.
Canadian quality and Canadian pride. It's the Bricks Canadian Made event. We're celebrating with these amazing deals. Get 50% off Canadian-made sofas when you buy the matching love seat or chair. Like this modern sofa, it's only $6.99. This queen storage bed featuring 12 drawers, available in 3 colors, is just $8.99. And from Samsung, Canada's favorite appliance brand, get this 22 cubic foot stainless steel fridge with Wi-Fi connectivity for only $15.99. The Brick, saving you more.
What's your favorite on Kiss 92.5?
The biggest hits.
I'm the best.
Or the best throwbacks?
I'm bringing sexy back.
Okay, so who's your favorite in the morning then?
Roz?
Or Mocha?
Get it all on Toronto's Kiss 92.5.
How you like me now?
Streaming home of the Toronto Blue Jays. Big plays, bigger hits, all at your fingertips. Sportsnet Now. Sign in with your cable provider or subscribe on snnow.ca.
Frightening scenes in the mountains of Indian Kashmir as flash flooding has killed at least 2 people. Dozens remain missing after a cloudburst caused massive flooding, wiping out dozens of campsites near the holy cave shrine of Amarnath. The injured were being airlifted to hospital. Hundreds of thousands of Hindus travel to the cave in the Himalayas in July and August each year. Fires broke out in the forests in the region north of Marseille on Thursday, destroying homes in some nearby cities. Evacuations are underway as more than 600 acres have already been burned. At least 18 firefighters have been hurt tackling the blaze that officials say will take several more days to extinguish.
You saved my life.
Maria Muscari is from Chambly, Quebec, south of Montreal. She's 22 years old and she's fighting for her life. She was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma in September of 2018. And now she's headed to Houston for one last chance at a life-saving trial. And she's feeling optimistic.
It feels great to know that I'm the first Canadian that'll try this trial. And if it works on me, they'll maybe bring it to Canada and save a bunch of other people, which is such an amazing feeling. I'm just so grateful for this trial, and to be able to participate in it and be a candidate is an amazing feeling, because I really thought that there was nothing left for me. And, you know, my chances of living were pretty much non-existent.
Maria loves hanging out with her friends and is a big-time foodie. Her loved ones call her Sunshine because she's always laughing and having fun. She's a great student and was looking forward to a career in nursing.
She's tried all chemotherapies, immunotherapies. She's had her eggs frozen. She's tried different kinds of medications together. Nothing has worked. So this trial in Houston, Texas is the last chance that we have to save her life.
It's pretty much like an NK, your natural killer cells. Everyone has them in their body. Mine are just a little bit more lazy, so they don't detect the cancer cells. So they're taking NK cells from other people and mixing them with another molecule, and then they'll be injecting me with that weekly for 5 months.
The Houston trial comes with a steep price tag.
So if the treatment is going to be outpatient, it's going to be around $200,000 Canadian. And if it's inpatient treatment, it's going to be $325,000 Canadian. And none of it is covered, so it's all out of pocket.
According to Dr. Iago Nieto, who specializes in stem cell transplantation and cellular therapy at the University of Texas MD Anderson Cancer Center, where Maria will do her treatment, in an email shared with City News, he says, "We have treated 30 patients, all of them with CD30 positive refractory lymphoma on trial. Tolerance to treatment is excellent with minimal side effects. The response rate is 94%, and all 24 patients who received the same dose that Maria will receive have responded. Importantly, the complete remission rate is 69%.
If we don't get this money, Maria cannot be admitted into the program, and she will die because there's no other options here. This is our last option, so There's nothing else that we can do.
With this trial, I feel like there's so much more hope, and it's such an amazing feeling, but the cost is a heavy weight on our shoulders. So I try not to think about that too much, but we're raising the funds.
For more information, visit the Help Save Maria page on Facebook. In Montreal, Faria Nakvi Mohammed, City News.
Next on City News.
We're following some breaking news regarding Elon Musk's bid to buy Twitter. Just ahead, the details that have investors buzzing tonight. Plus, Canada's jobs numbers in for the month of June, though many economists weren't too enthused. It's the Business Report and more coming up next on City.
Canadians know a thing or two about can-do spirit. So does GoDaddy. Want an easy-to-build website that'll blow them away? Done. Need a sweet website template for your wedding planning business? Say, I do. Create stylish social content for your doggy perms? Perfect. Or add your new vintage finds to your online store? Looking good. So come on, say can do and start for free with GoDaddy today.
Dad, why do we always have to park so far out?
Gotta protect the car, son. Don't want any fender bender.
You can't always avoid accidents, but you can avoid stressful accident claims.
Well, I didn't see that coming.
TD Insurance Auto Centers. Claims advisors, repairs, and rentals. The only shop that can handle all your auto claim needs in one place. TD Insurance, ready to help you move forward.
I knew I had to play the Sick Kids Lottery when I found out that every ticket makes a difference. This kind of solitude makes you think about what's really important. I just had to play to help change those kids' lives. But if I won $1 million, I could finally buy a real boat.
With 1 in 2 odds, play for the kids or play for the prizes, just as long as you play. For cars, cash, 10 grand prizes, and your best chance to win $1 million, order today. The super early bonus deadline is next Friday.
In-store and online, StruckTube is your destination to discover a full range of modern furniture at exceptionally low prices. Take advantage now of our free delivery with any purchase over $299. StruckTube. Low prices, amazing styles.
And now more exciting baseball news to share. The BetRivers Sportsbook app has same game parlays. Pardon me. Same game LARPays. Come on, Dan. Seriously?
That's same game parlays, which lets you combine different bets from the same game for bigger payouts.
Seriously?
BetRivers Sportsbook app. It's a whole new game.
Closed captioning is brought to you in part by TSC. Today's shopping choice.
The Bachelorette season premiere, Monday, 8/7 Central on City TV.
Business editor Richard Southern joins us now. Richard, I believe you have some breaking news for us involving Elon Musk and Twitter.
Yes, they're done. Elon Musk calling off his bid to buy Twitter. Remember, he made that $44 billion acquisition bid the other month. Elon Musk did to purchase the microblogging site. But ever since then, Musk has kind of cooled on the deal. He said, hey, Twitter hasn't given me the information I'm looking for about how many fake accounts it has. And then just within the last hour, Elon Musk calling off this acquisition altogether. The news came by way of a letter sent from his lawyer to Twitter, accusing the company of not living up to its side of the bargain. Twitter has just responded, Melissa, saying, we're going to sue Elon Musk. Musk might actually be in breach of contract here and could be on the hook for a lot of money. Twitter stock is down about 8% in the extended trade. What a mess that is, huh?
Definitely sounds very messy. Now, people are returning back to the office slowly, and that is meaning some good news for some clothing companies.
Levi's is making big money. They not only make jeans, by the way, they also make Dockers. So it's kind of this more workwear type of attire now that people are looking at, doing away with the comfy pants that they were wearing at home in the home office, looking to Levi's for its jeans and for its Dockers as they start to venture back out to the workplace. The profit numbers looking pretty good for Levi's. Revenue up 15% in the latest quarter. The company also hiked its dividend. Investors like the sound of that. The stock was up 1%. Aritzia shares rallied as well, Melissa, as that Vancouver-based Canadian clothing retailer reported some strong results, with people apparently liking its spring and summer lines. So, nice little wardrobe refresh, I think, for many as we head back out.
A lot of people going shopping, getting ready to go back to the office for sure. Now we have the latest job report that is out. Can you break that down for us?
Not so hot, I'm afraid, Melissa. Canada lost jobs in the month of June. It was the first negative number we've had since January. 43,000 jobs lost in June. Economists were expecting a gain. Still, the unemployment rate fell to 4.9%, mainly because fewer people went looking for work. Even though it was a disappointing report, economists believe the Bank of Canada is still on track to hike interest rates next Wednesday by about 0.75%. That means come next Wednesday evening, your variable rate mortgage is likely to cost more, as is perhaps your car loan if it's tied to a prime lending rate, Melissa.
Adding to the cost of living. Okay, and travelers, they're hoping to ride the rails across Canada this summer, might not like what they're about to hear right now.
Could be a strike brewing at Via Rail early next week. A union representing some 2,400 Via employees has issued a 72-hour strike notice. They say that they are still working with Via Rail, trying to resolve this. It's something we're going to keep you updated on throughout the weekend on City News. Via says if there is a disruption next week, and this is what's on the table, a total disruption of Via passenger trains. If it does happen, passengers, they say, will be able to reschedule at no cost or get their money back. Of course, the big story of the day is the big Rogers outage. How are you surviving the Rogers? I heard that your house got a lot cleaner today, right?
Oh, it's spotless. It looks wonderful. It's great. Just cleaning up because there's really nothing else to do. I just realized how much I really do need my phone. So
it's amazing, everything that's internet connected. This is true. I couldn't turn on my lights today because I have these smart bulbs.
Yes.
So it's amazing how connected we are. Rogers stock, by the way, down 1.1% amid the outage, which we hope will be resolved soon.
Hopefully. Do you have plans tonight? Because I guess nothing much to do at home, right?
No plans tonight. Maybe a lot of staring at the wall tonight. Might save some money that way anyways.
You and me both. Well, thanks so much, Richard, and hopefully you'll have some sort of fun this weekend.
I hope so. Thanks, Melissa. You have a good one.
Bye-bye.
The Toronto carpenter who wanted to provide the city's homeless with makeshift tiny shelters until a court injunction made him stop has launched a new business, and he hopes to continue supporting the unhoused with the profits.
Where we're building very well insulated, like lightweight camper trailers for just anyone that would like one for as low as a price that we can do it for.
Khalil Seavright says his new venture, Fat Drop Trailers, will give people a very affordable option to purchase convenient campers to get away from the city or even camp long term.
We'd be trying to build something that's under 1,300 pounds that any SUV could tow. Maybe it's an opportunity for someone to have something that they can actually use and live out of to visit more long-term living situations in different places, like intentional communities.
Seavright says a prototype has already been built and they're aiming to finalize the design and price by next week. He's also picked a unique initiative to contribute the funds from the sales.
I was planning on paying for the staff, paying for the space and the materials, and then after that we'd be donating our profits to A Better Tent City.
A Better Tent City is a community-run project in Kitchener that houses about 50 residents in insulated cabins on a dedicated plot of land with shared kitchen and bathroom facilities for those living on site.
I would say that for people whose lives have been completely sidetracked by mental illness and drug addiction, they have run out of options. And A Better Tent City provides a good option for them. They're no longer trespassing because they have a property where they're welcome. They now have the stability of a house of their own and a community that they're able to manage their own community. And so this has really given them a step up.
Seavright says he admires what A Better Tent City has built, and initiatives like it need more support and encouragement.
I really like what they're doing, and I think the model that they're operating with of not treating people as if they're prisoners, treating them with respect and giving them autonomy, I think that model really encourages I don't know, self-respect and self-confidence, and it's stable. You're able to stay there for a consistent amount of time.
He says he'd like to donate profits from his new business to any such initiatives in Toronto as well.
And I think there's quite a few vacant spaces where it could work, for sure. And yeah, it's just getting the willingness of City Council and also finding people that are willing to participate.
Seabright is currently fundraising for Fat Drop trailers, and once it's up and running, he hopes it will be a self-sustaining project. For more information and how to donate, you can go to our website, citynews.ca. For City News, I'm Dilshad Burman.
Pain at the pumps, long lines at airports. Not ideal if you're looking to head out on vacation.
We're hearing about canceled flights, a lot of them canceled before they're going to the airport, and scrambling for us to find them alternatives.
TripCentral.ca's Richard Vanderloob describing what customers are telling his company in recent days. Although he says it's not as bad as one might think.
The what if, right? What if this happens? So what do I do? And it really does depend on the airline that you're booked on and how much backup they have in the schedule.
So if you're considering a vacation, what should you do? To weigh the transportation options, we looked at a 4-day trip at the end of July to Montreal, a popular Canadian escape for many where Pride and Osheaga events are happening, as an example. Leaving on Thursday or Friday, returning on Sunday or the holiday Monday. So let's start with driving to Montreal, assuming you own your own vehicle. The average fuel consumption in Canada is around 8.6 litres for every 100 kilometres. Based on today's current average price, it would cost around $165 to go to and from the city. Of course, more or less depending on your own particular vehicle. Don't own a car? Well, rentals have been in high demand lately. Using a price aggregator, we looked at different companies in Toronto. For 4 days, Hertz had a Toyota Corolla for around $531. That price, not counting gas. It will take at least 5 hours and 20 minutes to get to Montreal if there are no traffic issues along the way. Also, remember you'll need to park any vehicle if you don't have a spot where you're staying. Prices hover around $20 a day to park in the city's downtown. Okay, so what about flying? Well, you'll really need to dig around for those deals. We looked at various options and found one-way flights proved to be slightly more affordable than booking round trip. Flying out of Billy Bishop on Porter on the morning of July 28th and back through Pearson on Flare in mid-afternoon on the 31st, $262. The cheapest we could find when we looked. Depending on your flight choices, add 1 to 3 hours each way for check-in onto the approximately 75-minute flight. Now let's look at train and bus options. With Via, it's at least a 5-hour trip to Montreal. Some longer though, due to stopovers in Ottawa. A return ride in economy starts at $222. But what likely could be the most affordable travel option is at Union Station Bus Terminal and at Scarborough Town Centre, Megabus. The journey takes at least 6 hours. We found return tickets going for as low as around $156. Quick recap, perhaps not surprisingly, Megabus coming out ahead in this scenario, while renting a car potentially the most expensive, each with pros and cons, weighing factors like the potential for lost baggage or cancellations.
Travel now is more complicated than ever. There are many options. It used to be consumers were just laser focused on the lowest fare. That's not the whole story.
Vanderloop's tips right now for traveling? Get in earlier if there's a must-attend event. If flying, check in early, minimize baggage, and buy small items where you're going. And don't skip on travel insurance. For much more on this story, visit citynews.ca. In Toronto, Nick Westall, City News.
This Saturday's Lotto 649 jackpot is an estimated $20 million, plus a guaranteed $1 million prize. Buy tickets in store or at olg.ca.
Ahead on City News.
So it's a really great time for folks that really truly expand their palate and find some of those hidden gems, some of those staples in their local community.
Black Restaurant Week is underway in Toronto. So what exactly is it? And what does it mean for those participating?
The heavy hitter. The original. The award winner. The non-conformist. The weekend warrior. There's an award-winning Ram truck just for you, with a full line of trucks for immediate delivery during the Ram Big Haul event. Select owners get up to $9,250 in total discounts, plus a 1% finance rate reduction.
This week at The Brick, get 50% off Canadian-made sofas when you buy the matching Love Seater chair. 40% off Canadian-made mattress sets $9.99 or more. And up to 20% off bedroom and dining. The Brick, saving you more.
I knew I had to play the Sick Kids Lottery when I found out that every ticket makes a difference. This kind of solitude makes you think about what's really important. I just had to play to help change those kids' lives. But if I won $1 million, I could finally buy a real boat.
With 1 in 2 odds, play for the kids or play for the prizes, just as long as you play. For cars, cash, 10 grand prizes, and your best chance to win $1 million, order today. The super early bonus deadline is next Friday.
Dad, why do we always have to park so far out?
Gotta protect the car, son. Don't want any fender bender.
You can't always avoid accidents, but you can avoid stressful accident claims.
Well, I didn't see that coming.
TD Insurance Auto Centers. Claims advisors, repairs, and rentals. The only shop that can handle all your auto claim needs in one place. TD Insurance, ready to help you move forward.
Special K cereals have real strawberries and almonds and are made with whole grain. Doing something for yourself has never tasted so great. Special K, real ingredients, real delicious.
Sample all that you love about summer with a perfect getaway. Everything you need is waiting at a luxurious vintage hotel in Niagara-on-the-Lake, Jordan Village, and Caledon. Plunge into outdoor saltwater and hydrotherapy pools. Treat yourself to unique spa treatments. Enjoy mouth-watering meals prepared by renowned chefs. Wander through wonderful wineries and gorgeous gardens. Book your summer lovin' package today. Visit vintage-hotels.com.
It's the Save the Tax event at Leon's. Get special prices on furniture, plus save the tax. Save up to 50% on mattresses, plus save the tax. And get Boxing Week specials on appliances and TVs. On now. Visit leons.ca for details.
What could playing Lotto 649 feel like? Get that 649 feeling. The next jackpot is an estimated $20 million, plus the guaranteed $1 million prize.
And we have breaking news for you now. Rogers Centre confirming to City News that the weekend concert that was scheduled to take place tonight in Toronto at the Rogers Centre has been postponed, or we're being told that's due to service impacts brought out by the outages that are impacting venue operations. A spokesperson saying that information on a new show date will be provided to concert goers as soon as possible. They also add that all tickets will be honored for a new date. We do know this was one of 2 major concerts taking place right here in downtown Toronto. The second concert, Keith Urban at Budweiser Stage, and we do know that at Budweiser Stage is mainly a cashless venue. We do have cameras at both locations getting the latest for you. This comes after millions earlier this morning were left basically offline due to a Rogers outage that is impacting Canadians from coast to coast. We spoke with a spokesperson earlier about an hour and a half ago who tells us that they're working towards restorations. They have hundreds of people looking to get the millions of Canadian customers back online. At what point this will happen, well, we're still waiting for confirmation on that. Stay with City News and toronto.citynews.ca for the latest on this.
Well, as we take a look west of the city, we see lots of sunshine and we see some blue sky. Yes, a little bit more cloud cover further north of the city up towards Pearson. But right now we're sitting at 25 degrees, feeling more like 28 when you factor in the humidity. So an absolutely gorgeous evening. I'm weather specialist Emily Vukovic, and I would love to give you our current radar and our current temperatures right across the board. But unfortunately, because of that internet failure, I am unable to do so, but I can tell you about events that are happening in the city this weekend. We've got Beaches Jazz Fest, free admission, various locations. If you've ever gone to the Jazz Fest, you will know that it is incredible. We're talking about hundreds of amazing, talented musicians. Toronto FC, if you're a sports fan, versus San Jose at BMO Field. It's happening tomorrow night, 7:30. And Toronto Summer Music Festival is happening at Wanter Hall, and it kicks off. It runs until the 30th, so you've got lots of time for so many amazing events in the city. Okay, tonight, 16 degrees, a few clouds here and there, but for the most part, really nice evening, but only 16 degrees, so if you are heading out tonight, just maybe grab a light jacket or a sweater. Look at tomorrow. How great is this forecast? Nothing but sunshine. It's like doing my job for me. We are going to get up to a daytime high of about 24 degrees. And normally I write like what it's going to feel like down here, the Humidex. There isn't any, so you don't have to worry about that. So if you don't love the heat and humidity, tomorrow's a good day for you. Okay, 24 degrees tomorrow, lots of sun through Cottage Country, through Prince Edward County, Thousand Islands, such an amazing area. If you've never been, I suggest it. I'm from Kingston, so I know the area well. It's awesome. Mix of sun and cloud for Sunday, 24 degrees, and then for Monday, a little bit more cloud cover, and we do have a system coming in for Tuesday that could give us some much-needed rainfall, but it could also bring in some convective activity, which wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing, because you know when we get thunderstorms, we normally see a little bit more rain, so that wouldn't hurt. And then if we take a look at our patio cushion outlook, lots of sunshine means happy smiling emojis. You can leave your patio cushions out, but I did get a tweet from Kevin who said, love that, but if raccoons shred mine overnight, we will need to talk. Kevin, it is not my responsibility. If you have raccoons in your backyard, do not come at me and ask me to buy you new patio cushions. I'm not going to do it. All right, let's take a quick look at the 7-day forecast. We've got 24 degrees tomorrow, lots of sun, low humidity, 25 for Sunday, again, sunny, low humidity. Now, things start to get a little bit more interesting as we get into Monday and Tuesday. Our Humidex values will start to rise, as will our temperatures. 27 for Monday. Tuesday, Wednesday, we are keeping our fingers crossed that we're going to get a good douse of rain because we desperately need it. My grass is horrible. It actually hurts to walk on. You know that dryness. Thursday, we return to sunshine, and then by the end of the week, things are looking good. So if you're heading out this weekend, stay hydrated. Do not forget your sunscreen and stay safe.
We're looking forward to the customers that we will be getting from it.
There was a disparity when it came to awareness for Black-owned restaurants. So Black Restaurant Week is an organization that highlights a Black culinary space. So within Toronto, highlighting great spaces like restaurants, cafes, food trucks, the alike, even operators that operate in this space.
Black Restaurant Week has arrived in Toronto. Starting today, the company, based in Houston, Texas, will be including Toronto in what it describes as a multi-city culinary movement focusing on the flavors of African-American, African, and Caribbean cuisine. Derek Robinson is one of the co-founders of Black Restaurant Week and says their new partnerships with Toronto restaurants represent their first outside the U.S. since they started in 2016.
There are some bumps in the road that are coming as we're coming out of this pandemic, and what we've seen so far, that there's been a really good opportunity for these restaurants to really continue to open their doors. The local communities such as Toronto, being able to support these restaurants, keep their doors open. So that's why it's important. That's what we see here when it comes to restaurants in the industry as a whole. So definitely things like Black Restaurant Week is affording these restaurants another fighting chance, for sure.
Keith, your restaurant is one of the ones taking part in Black Restaurant Week.
Yeah, it was an exciting thing to, to promote. The restaurant bring the Jamaican food, especially the Jamaican food, Caribbean food. We give thanks because we survived the pandemic, especially this neighborhood. The people in the neighborhood really support the restaurant. Anything to promote and to get some extra customers in is something that we have to definitely appreciate to do.
Are you feeling optimistic about the months and the years ahead now?
Oh yes, for sure.
For City News, I'm David Zura.
This Saturday's Lotto 649 jackpot is an estimated $20 million, plus a guaranteed $1 million prize. Buy tickets in store or at olg.ca.
Next on City News.
Ozfest is back after a 2-year hiatus.
We're really excited for the 5th annual Ozfest Street Party.
Just ahead, what this festival means to the community and local businesses.
Everyone is raving about Toronto's 4-star spellbinding spectacular, Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. The Globe and Mail calls it genuinely astounding. A masterpiece, says the CBC. Go see it. It will blow your mind, raves the Toronto Star. Harry Potter and the Cursed Child at the CAA Ed Mirvish Theatre. Book at mirvish.com.
A better way to arrive. A better way to entertain. A better way to play. When you choose Best Way Stone, You're laying a foundation that stands up to time, the elements, and to your lifestyle. Best Way Stone. It's the better way to enjoy the outdoors.
Get in, loser. We're going shopping. For a husband.
The Bachelorette season premiere, Monday, 8/7 Central on City TV.
My camp story is all about fight. It's all about rising, it's all about might. A place to become and design my life. And after 4 years, I can take my flight. On camp day, you provide for a better day. Child's play, you won't believe what I'll achieve. On camp day, I'll become who I wanna be. Camp day.
It's the factory authorized clearance at Lazy Boy. Hurry in and save up to 50% on floor samples, one-of-a-kinds, closeouts, and more. Everything must go. Lazy Boy. Live life comfortably.
When the only person you need to impress is yourself, that's wisely done.
I knew I had to play the Sick Kids Lottery when I found out that every ticket makes a difference. This kind of solitude makes you think about what's really important. I just had to play to help change those kids' lives. But if I won $1 million, I could finally buy a real boat.
With 1 in 2 odds, play for the kids or play for the prizes, just as long as you play. For cars, cash, 10 grand prizes, and your best chance to win $1 million, order today. The super early bonus deadline is next Friday.
Get your tickets now and experience the National Bank Open presented by Rogers.
The challenge now is that there's been so much viral evolution that things like Omicron look different. So your immune system can't quite recognize the new variant and doesn't know to use those existing antibodies to fight it.
One of the new variants of COVID-19 is now the dominant strain of the virus in Canada, but it's not yet clear how effective existing vaccines are at fighting Omicron BA.5. But one immunologist explains how new boosters are expected to meet the challenge.
So these vaccines are designed to raise an antibody response against the spike protein. You can actually look at the spike protein and see how it's changing, and then you can see the trend of those changes. And then that way you can identify those elements in the new versions of the virus, and then have your vaccine tailored for those changes.
Omar Khan is a biomedical engineering and immunology professor at the University of Toronto. He says while developing a new vaccine isn't easy, tweaking existing vaccines can be, similar to how flu shots are updated annually to suit the latest strains. But while flu vaccines are usually approved quickly, COVID boosters are going through a longer approvals process.
If these COVID vaccines can time and time again prove that they are consistently safe and efficacious, we can potentially see more streamlined regulatory processes, which means we get those vaccines sooner, like those annual updates.
Pfizer and Moderna have both developed Omicron-tweaked boosters. Health Canada says it's working with both companies to ensure delivery once regulators give the okay. And while the case numbers for the current wave aren't as high as what was seen in January, Khan says it underlines the need for regular boosters.
When case numbers are high, like in waves, that gives viruses the chance to evolve. And when they evolve, then our antibodies that we made previously aren't as efficient at fighting the new version.
In Ottawa, Xiaoli Li, City News.
We're really excited for the 5th annual OzFest Street Party. It's a celebration of everything Ossington, of all of our member businesses.
It's been a difficult year for many local businesses trying to get by during the COVID-19 pandemic. So it is welcome news that festivals are back because it means more foot traffic for the area.
Ossington is a really unique street. It's a culinary destination. It's a retail destination throughout Toronto. And a lot of our member businesses say that they do get new clients because of the street festival.
Meg Marshall adds that according to the local businesses affiliated with the BIA, the one-day festival is the biggest sales day of the year for many of the local shops.
Street festivals are such an important part of the character of Toronto, and we've missed them so much over the last 2 years.
Nikki Potter owns the Painted Lady in the area and is excited for the event on July 23rd, not just because of the 2 music stages, wrestling event, yoga, and Afro-Caribbean cultural market, but once again to be one of the many businesses able to show off what they have to offer.
We're really looking forward to having a whole lot of people come out, and in preparation we're hiring more staff for the day. We've got special menu items, we've got a lot of entertainment organized and ready for the day, and we've got extended hours, so it's going to be really important to show people who we are and for our bottom line as well. It's been really hard for everyone in the last 2 years.
After news that Taste of the Danforth would not be running this year, many residents were nervous that their favorite festival may suffer a similar fate. However, most festivals are going ahead this year, along with Ozfest, which happens on July 23rd. Taste of Lawrence and Salsa on St. Clair are both happening this weekend. In Toronto, I'm Brandon Rowe for City News.
I'm weather specialist Emily Vukovic, and with all of the internet outages, everybody's just focusing on what the weather's going to be like this weekend. Well, I've got good news. It's going to be amazing. It's probably going to be one of the nicest weekends we've had so far this summer. Tons of sunshine, warm temperatures, but low humidity. When that happens, I know a lot of people rejoice because people always say, oh, it's not the heat, it's the humidity. That's everybody's favorite line, and you know I'm right. 24 degrees for tomorrow. We're looking at 25 for Sunday. Again, low humidity. There's a little bit of a caveat, though. Once we get into Monday, 27 degrees. It is going to feel more like 32 when you factor in that humidex. And then for Tuesday, chance of a few isolated showers. This is good. We need this rainfall. And then the potential for showers comes in again for Wednesday. But again, we start to notice that the humidity is starting to rise. It is going to feel closer to 34 on Tuesday. It's going to feel closer to 31 on Wednesday. And then as we get closer to the end of the week, the sunshine returns. I mean, I'm keeping my fingers crossed that we get a good dousing of rain for Tuesday and Wednesday. The sunshine returns and the heat and the humidity is going to be sticking around. So make sure you get out and enjoy this weekend. Enjoy the sunshine. I was going to say sunscreen, but make sure you bring your sunscreen. Make sure you stay hydrated, and above all, stay safe.
And we're continuing to monitor the nationwide Rogers outage. Tonight on City News at 11, we'll have reaction from disappointed concert goers who were turned away from the weekend concert because of this system outage. And Toronto's News is always available online at citynews.ca and the City News mobile app. And don't forget, you can also tune in to City News 680 anytime for the latest info. Thank you for watching. We'll see you again at 11.